Most importantly, the wife is back.
Yeah,
You guys get to see my face all the time in these videos.
it's true.
Sure.
True. It's a cute face, though. I don't mind watching your face on videos.
Way to make it awkward. Hey guys, how's it going? So, we're back.
Hey.
As promised, we were going to do videos together. And here we are. Today's topic is something that was actually pointed out to us, and it was very flattering. It was something we didn't really realize that we have improved. And as we started thinking about it, it's because of transverse myelitis, and that topic is communication. The communication we have with each other has definitely been improved by transverse myelitis, and it was pretty cool that it was brought up just recently, right?
Yeah, so we were on a family trip, and one of my siblings had mentioned that we as a couple communicate very well, and that they've never seen a couple who are constantly checking in with each other, knowing what to expect, who has what, child duty or task at hand, and that we're constantly like checking in and be like, hey, you good? No? Do you need help? Like, what's going on? What do you need from me? So that was really nice to hear, and it made us think of how communication's so important, and it makes us functional.
Yeah, just in general, like communication, no matter in marriage, friendships, the workplace, and doctor's offices, no matter where you're at, everyone needs to improve in their communication. And it was very flattering. Like, honestly, I heard her say that comment and didn't think much about it. I'm like, she's just giving us a compliment just to give us a compliment. But you know what? Dang it. No, she was right. And honestly, and the reason behind it is unfortunately circled around my abilities. Transverse myelitis hits me different every day. So there's days where I'm like fully capable of being super dad.
Yeah.
And I could be hands-on, and there's days where I have to tag out. And it was definitely not easy getting to that communication level.
No, there was a point of time where I felt like everything would be on me, and seeing how hard he's worked in trying to keep up and push himself, like checking in has really paid off, because it kind of allows one parent or one spouse to like pass the baton or continue running with it, and knowing that at the end it all kind of balances out based on our strengths, because we all have our own separate strengths naturally without the disease, and then adding the disease into it, like there's certain things that he's fully capable of that he's advancing in and that I am not that great in. So tag, he's it. If there's something I'm good at and I don't mind doing it, or it's much easier for me, tag, I'm it. And we have this understanding, which I would like to call like a very beautiful dance, because we do work around each other.
That's right. I don't know, we physically take her out to dance, but communication-wise, we're always dancing.
That's true.
But it was something that you said. It did start off with checking in. Because for sure, when I got back from the hospital, pretty much a couch potato. Like, I couldn't really do very much. So I had to figure out how to get back into the rhythm of things with the kids and with cleaning around the house. And I remember trying to push my body to go do everything, and I would tell her, I got it. I can do this. But I was kidding myself. I couldn't. So it did for sure start with the checking in, like how my body is doing today, and forcing myself to look at myself and what I can accomplish that day. Like, yes, I can watch my own children while you go run some errands, or no, take one of them. We have 4 of them.
We split them up.
Yeah, so just trying to look back to it, and it was just really that. I'm glad that you mentioned that point, the whole checking in part. That's kind of for sure how it started.
It was an hour to hour type of check-in when you
Yeah.
first came home because like we were at a point where I had to assist you in getting out of bed. I had to assist you
Oh, it's
getting
fun.
out of the couch off the couch. I had to assist you like just getting into the restroom, getting out of the restroom, like everything was so much more hands-on. There wasn't as much freedom
Yeah.
as we would have liked, and not as much independence. But we are here, and I think like that communication has transferred over into our parenting, into the way we divide household tasks,
For sure.
responsibilities. I think 5 years of marriage has really helped us highlight what we're good at and not good at.
In 5 years, right? Transverse myelitis has really sped up a lot of learning curves in marriages, like
Yeah.
patience, understanding, forgiveness, grace, communication, like the topic that we're having. And so there is so much that we dislike about transverse myelitis, but there is also so much beauty that has come from it. And it is day by day now. It started hour by hour, but now we're very grateful that my body is day by day. And there's days where I wake up and I'm like, go hang out all day, spend the time to yourself. I can conquer all the children.
I will take him up on the offer and try not to feel guilty or bad. Mommy guilt is real, absolutely real, whether you have a spouse with a disability or not. It is hard to kind of figure out what do you want to do with this free time you have. Like, there's so many options, but then you have to be pretty meticulous in how you spend that time so it doesn't go to waste. I did want to highlight that not only are we, at the beginning it was a lot of checking in with you, but I think the communication has really advanced how you check in with me. And because it's easy to fall into that role of like, okay, we need to care for the person who needs the care and who has a disability.
I'm very needy.
Disease.
Very needy.
But not making you feel like you're needy, but constantly pouring into you. And I think what you have done is reciprocated that very well to me, and constantly checking in together of like, hey, there's all this attention on you, like, let's check in on me, like, what do you need from me? Like, do you need a break? Do you need to leave for the weekend? Do you need this? Like something very powerful you had said, I want to say last week, is, I don't want to get along this journey and have all these strides and advances in my body and state of mind, and then look back and I've lost my wife along
Definitely
the
not.
road because she's so beat down and torn down and fatigued. And how much a part of me wants to be like, no, it's cool, I got it, I could keep going, look at all the stuff you have to deal with. Like, that whole martyr mentality is easy to fall into, especially when you're a Christian and a woman and a wife. Like, you're considered the nurturer by nature. It's easy to fall into that and be like, no, I could keep pushing. I could keep going. I could keep pushing. But then, like, your legs are falling out from underneath you. Like, you haven't slept in days. And
physical legs, mental legs. All our legs were falling.
We're just a hot mess,
legs
guys.
everywhere.
We're just a hot mess all over the place. Like, we're just trying to make it work. And I think what makes it work is the fact that we could communicate and that you listen. That's always nice.
My mama taught me right.
And I have to stop myself and like actually focus, because when I'm going at 100 miles an hour, like, he'll have to repeat certain things because he's like, oh, I told you that. And I'm like, I don't remember that.
As you can see, our communication is great, but it's not flawless.
No, it's not.
But I feel like that's a very good, smooth transition, because you don't need to have a disease to improve your communication, because she's not has anything physical wrong with her, but everybody still takes that mental beating, like she was mentioning, is, being a wife, feeling like you're the main nurturer. Like in any marriage, whether the husband or the wife is going through any physical disabilities, like regardless of all that, that stigma is still there. That pain of, well, the husband has to go home, go work, and bring the money in, and then come home, and the wife has to now actually work and then come home and nurture. Like that's just, we don't live in that world anymore.
No, we don't. I think we have a pretty good balance because we both work and we're both considered breadwinners.
Yeah.
So we have advanced in our careers and we have our own passions and hobbies.
Yeah.
We take care of the same amount of children together. We
cut them in half.
Yeah, like we have other commitments into our community and to our church families and our own like extended families and whatnot and social lives. So we do a pretty good job of really relying on each other's strengths. And then what weakness we have, like it is a very humbling experience to say like I either can't do that or I just am not good at that, or I don't want to do that. Like I absolutely hate cleaning toilets. He does that.
I don't mind it.
He doesn't mind it. Me, I'm like, oh, not even the one who made the mess in here. We have three boys in the house. Yeah. So yeah.
I'm like, no, we don't. I am.
Yeah,
a girl,
we have.
So, yes.
So you're a male, and then the two boys.
Yeah.
So I'm like, they're pretty messy. But I'm also like, I don't mind doing dishes. He can't do dishes, like A, because he doesn't like it, and B, because his back goes out. So it's like, where do we find our strengths and our weaknesses and whatnot? So I think we do a pretty good job on that, whether there was a disease or not.
Yeah.
I think we came into this marriage highlighting like what you can do, maybe I can't do, and vice versa, and being respectful of that.
Yep. So overall, I would say if we wanted to give advice on how did we achieve or continue to always work on our communication, is one, understanding that it could always be better.
Yeah.
Understanding that the success that we had today does not automatically transfer to the next day, right? The second one would be, I would say, that it's admitting when you can't do something.
Yeah.
Even though you've done it 7 days straight, even though she was able to wash those toilets before, being freed from doing something that is not her strengths,
I don't like it,
allows her to focus more in her strengths, right? And like you mentioned, like for me, washing the toilet, for some reason, I'm just like, whatever, it's no big deal to me. But dishes, I'll go deadlift you. Like, I'll bench press. Let's go on a hike, on a run. Let's go in the snow where it hurts my body, but just don't let me do dishes. Don't make me do dishes. But
yeah.
So that allows, that's kind of how it works. So understanding your weaknesses, and then for sure the last one would be apologizing.
Yeah, it's a very humbling experience, and being intentional with your apologies and like knowing that you can't just fix it overnight. It's apologizing is never a weakness.
Yeah, for sure not.
I think it brings a human aspect to it. The fact that like we are humans and we are flawed and we have so much more room to improve.
Yeah.
Not to put pressure on people, but we as people, like we're constantly evolving and improving. So yeah, apologizing is a big one.
Yeah.
What'd you think?
I think it's good.
Yeah.
I'm sorry I didn't think about that earlier. See, that's how easy it is.
I also wanted to mention that communication is a never like 1, 2, 3 step type of skill to learn. It is always ongoing. You have to be intentional. You have to check in. Like him and I, we're accountability partners for life.
Yeah.
So
that's beautiful. Say it again.
We're accountability partners for life.
For life.
So he's seen my nicest, ugliest, hardest, happiest, joyous, successful, failures, everything. He's seen it all. and vice versa. And we choose to still keep moving forward with one another and not hold that over each other, and constantly checking in, like, how's your heart? Like, when we were dating, our big, like, question to each other was like, how's your heart today? How's your heart doing? Like, it's not just a mental thing or like a physical thing. It's a heart thing too. Because, what is it, the verse, your treasure is where your heart is?
Mm-hmm.
So what's in your heart is going to come out. So if you're struggling and you have some resentment in there for your spouse or other people, it's going to come out sooner or later. Sometimes it's uglier, sometimes it's not. So
yeah, but we don't want to bombard you with a bunch of information. As you can see, we can talk for a very long time.
Yeah,
we can. If you didn't know that, now you know. But we just wanted to share a very, beautiful, what's the word?
Uplifting. It was very uplifting. I feel like we needed that win because we were not winning that weekend.
No, we were not.
It was very challenging. We were both very overwhelmed. So we needed that win. It was nice. It was like a little cherry on top of, like, we're doing good. Things are going well.
Yeah, but hope you like this. We plan to do more of this. We are working on getting better and creating a structure that we can actually make time in our busy lives, just like everybody, right? We all have to learn to make time. But we really hope you like this. Please like it. Please share. Let everybody know.
Also comment if there are certain topics you would like to hear from us.
Yeah.
Let us know. We'd love to discuss that.
Because we're masters at everything.
No, we're not. We learn. We're learning. But we appreciate you all. Thank you for listening to our story, just hearing us out.
Yeah.
Please subscribe to our channel, hit the like button, share with others who may need the encouragement. Relationships are hard. Add a couple of kids, a couple of careers, a disease that is always rearing its head in everything, and you get us. So.
Yep. But.
Thank you.
God bless you guys. Take it easy. Enjoy your day.
Until next time.
Yeah.
Bye.